I decided to come on real quick today. I am gonna be just kind of going over a couple of tips on a Dyson ball. Um, just like if you want to check it out, you have one of these machines. What do you look for, right? How do you prevent yourself from having to go to the shop if it's not absolutely necessary? Okay, and we can go from there. All right, cool. All right, so I'll just kind of hold on just for a few seconds here. Now, if there are any questions about particular vacuums, I'll be more than happy to I'll do my best to try to see, I'll try to get as close as I can so I can see the, the, any comments. All right, so I'm just gonna use this dead time right now to finish cutting up some things here. I gotta get some sticky labels. I think I don't want to have to do this anymore. It started out as a good idea, and then you realize that there are actually better ways to do this. I don't I don't have to be taping this. Now I'm redoing my inventory in the back, and it's like when you step away from stuff that you're doing, stuff just falls apart, man. Okay. Oh, did I put the right one here? Is this the right one? We cover. Okay, we covered it here. All right, cool. All right, actually. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. Who still use these? Actually, magnetic strips at the front of vacuum cleaners. Like it's mostly for commercial use. When you're doing office cleaning, and you put these in front of the convertible vacuums, and this is the magnet. So let's say you're passing by. Well, maybe I can grab one of these. So let's say you're vacuuming past like in an office space, right? And you pick up like a paper clip or something. It sticks to here rather than getting sucked up into the vacuum. Not a bad deal, when you think about it. It's kind of clumsy looking, but you would put this, like you see the screw here, to the front of the vacuum, right? So as it passes by office clippings and stuff, it picks it up. Pretty cool. The staplers, I guess, staple stuff like that. All right, and I think I got this in the wrong box, I think. Yep, this is over here. And so they have two different kinds. All right, let me get into what I'm about to do though. I was just in the middle of this. They have the straight all the way across without the little separators, and then you have the separators with the separator. That's the only difference I see. Okay, so I'll put this here, move these out the way, and let me get into this Dyson. Okay. Cool. Like I said, anyone have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer it. Here we go, Dyson. Okay, so what are some of the things we can look for in these things, right? Okay, well, you know what? Let's plug it in. That's probably the first thing. Let's plug it in. This is some of the things you can look for to see if your Dysons are still, dancing, if it's still doing the job, right? Okay, so if you have any kind of suspicions about your suction, okay, where do you look? What's the first place to look at suction? Well, what you do, you want to see if you have airflow. So you just want to see if air is just kind of moving around in your bin here. Okay, so you just turn it on. You just want to see, and sometimes the easiest test to do is a tissue test. A tissue test is the easiest test to do. Be good if I had a tissue. No, I'll get a paper towel. I'll get a piece of paper towel. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So what you do, right? It's a little tissue test. Now, I used to use this test in the presentations when I'm showing machines off. It kind of shows you, you can use a test like this to show you what part of the vacuum really have like the dominant suction, right? And because the way they kind of design vacuums, if it works the way they design, I just don't see it working the way they claim it's designed. All right. So here's the idea, right? You have the swirl brush, hey vacuum guy, what's up? So you have the swirl brush that goes around, right? The swirl, and the idea is that as it's spinning, it's supposed to move the dirt over to that hole that's on the side. But because you're vacuuming like this, you're going fast, back, forth. That dirt don't have the time to kind of move to the left to get to the suction, you know? So mostly the part that's cleaning is the part that have that hole right there. The rest of it is just kind of sweeping, sweeping things in, and hopefully while it's in the cavity area, it can kind of get sucked in with the rest. So when it comes to deep cleaning, that area that you want to deep clean, the part that's actually kind of reaching down to get the dirt is really that section that have that tiny little hole. Keep that in mind, okay? So when I do a test like this to see about test suction, this is how I do it. I do it like this. Hey, and vacuum guy, we got to do. I know you were talking about the collab, so we're gonna try to work something out, okay? Cool. All right. AI. What kind of Dyson? He said AI generated. Dyson. This here is a DC. What is this here? Let me look at it. Hold on. A UP13. I think the UP13 and the. Don't quote me. I might be totally wrong on this one, but I think the UP13 and the DC 40 or 41. They're about the 65, something like that. They're the same. They're pretty much the same. Just about the same setup. A lot of the parts interchange because there's a lot of Dyson that the parts just don't go together. And I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's the UP. And you mentioned AI. Why don't you check chat and see if chat would tell you if it's like that, okay? All right, so let me try this test, okay? Let's see what we got. Turn this on. Let's want to see if it gets sucked up, okay? All right, so now we can see that we got some airflow, okay? And I just wanted to get some, let's see what's going on over here. So let's say you have one of these and you feel like the suction isn't doing like the job, right? Here's a quick test also. All right, we're gonna check the front, but I want you to see the side. I want you to see what I'm looking for. Okay, watch this. So I'm gonna take off that little side filter, okay? And I'm gonna take off the actual filter itself, okay? It's good to replace these guys. You see when it gets like this here? And if you can reach in and kind of scrape things out, then just kind of say to yourself, okay, man, I think it's time to get a new one of these. So periodically check this. I know they say wash it, okay? But I'll be honest with you, man, after the first wash, I wouldn't do it again, okay? Remember, this is paper. This is paper. It's not cloth. And I don't know, paper, when dirt kind of dries up and harden on paper, the airflow is restricted. And then what's going to happen is that air will bounce back into your motor and it'll kind of overheat your motor if it gets too thick and hard, okay? So I probably wouldn't mess around with too many washing of these things, okay? All right, just go ahead and buy a new filter. All right, now for suction again. Okay, let me look down here, man. Oh, you got 2 vacuums today. Okay, cool. Cool, man. You're on a hunt. That's awesome. And you know what? I never even checked out the. I said I was gonna go check out that Habitat because sometimes they have machines that I can probably do. I can do the clinics like these, right? Something I haven't thought of. And I have to check it out, man. Okay, you reminded me of that. Thank you. All right, so here we go. So what else to look for? Right here, this converter section right here. This converter section is notorious, right? If you have a rip, you know, in your either your internal hose, that's what this little section here is called, or this converter section right here, this can have you lose all your suction, okay? So now, watch what happens when you convert. Let me see if I can set it up. It's hard to do it in the air, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So when you go from, gosh, do it again. Okay, when you go from upright to, you see that little section right? See right there? See that right there? Okay, so now the air, the suction is being channeled through the hose like that, and then the suction is being channeled to the ground like that. Okay, so that little hose right there is also notorious for people if you're having suction problems with your Dyson. All right, next thing. All right, check your filter. Okay, this is a nice new filter. Sometimes people just ignore this because it's very easy to ignore this. It's right there. You know, it's just kind of under there, and if you don't look at it, you just don't see it, okay? Check this, all right? You got a Shark Navigator and a who? Okay, cool. Cool. Have some fun. Are they working? Are they functioning? Okay, let me know. Let me know if they're working, okay? All right. Now, we're going to move our way down, okay? So, suction. Also, this guy here, let me tell you one last thing with these Dyson. You see this tiny little pole right here? These are not designed to pick up bottle caps, okay? Be very careful because I've seen quarters get stuck, like, well, maybe not quarter, maybe like a nickel or something, but I've seen like coin, you know, stuff gets stuck up in here, and I've seen bottle caps get stuck up in here, okay? And then your suction for your hose is just not going to be there at all right? Okay? And if you keep trying to clean with it, there's absolutely no airflow when the cap is up in that hose. You'll burn out your motor, okay? All right, next up. I'm almost done. This was a quick little, I was doing some work, and I just figured let me just stop real quick and make a quick video for you guys. All right, here's the other part. All right, so, you know, you look through your hose and everything else, right? Want to make sure that there's nothing going on. Sometimes you can, if you have a marble and you're not sure, you know, let's say you're not sure what part of this may have a suction, just throw a marble in here. The marble should come right out, okay? Just drop a marble right in the bottom here. You see that little hole? See the hole right there? Okay, you drop a marble right in there. It should roll right out. Do I have a marble on me right now? Let me see. Do I have a coin? Maybe I can use a coin. All right, I got a dime. Drop a dime. Drop a dime. All right, so now. So I'm going to put this dime in this little section right here. And drop. Now, if I keep going like this, the dime should come out in my hand. Okay? That means there's nothing blocking it. It's a simple little trick, right? The next part. We're almost finished. Now, these Dysons are notorious for having this slim. I'm assuming they use it to maximize the suction in that tiny little area. But if anybody of you ever used a hose, right, and the hose is spraying out, and you squeeze the hose at the tip, it changes it from kind of pouring out to kind of kind of jetting out because it's restricting the passage. I'm assuming that that's why they make this little section here, as thin as they have it, okay? But this section is also notorious for clogs. So if you have thick carpets, a lot of pets, a lot of hair, I don't have that problem, right? Know that this is the area that will get jammed up and clogged up, and man, forget it. It's, you're burning out your motor, you're not getting any cleaning, and you're wondering, you get frustrated, okay? And when it comes to suction, that's pretty much it, man. And also, you could have suction, but maybe sometimes your brushes are not turning properly. And that can also prevent you from, things from cleaning. So you want to verify that your brushes are actually, have a good rev to it, okay? All right? But that's it, guys. Keep your filters. Now these filters here, you don't have to change them every year or every you know, every 6 months or whatever. I would change this one more often than I do this. Again, I know they say clean it, right? Wash it and all that good stuff. But think about this. What do you think will get caked up down here? I see a lot of hair and all that crap down here. So people kind of think that they're doing a good job wringing it out and washing it, but you still got stuff in here. Okay, you got hair and all that crap. So, you know, here's something you can try to do. All right. There's a clip here, right? There's a little section right here. If you have one of these filters, right there. I hope I can see it. My fingers all dirty. And you can kind of snap it off, all right? Look. Comes off. And maybe if you can try to get, if, let's say you see hair and stuff, you can do your best to try to get as close to the bottom as you can to pull that hair out of there, okay? After that, though, man, just buy a new one, okay? Now, this person came on? Rachel. Great line. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't take that for granted. Okay, so, all right, so we have this guy. So once, a couple of uses, and then maybe if you wash it one time, again, like I said, I'm not totally against it, but don't keep washing it. Replace it. They're not that expensive, okay? All right, and there you go. Here's one more thing. Check your, I'm almost kind of covering all the suction. Now, here's a good thing, too. Let's say you really doubt something and you're not sure where it is. And you know when we talk about start from the base, all right, just like problems, right? Like every problem, you really should approach it that way, right? Like you have cause and effect, right? So you see the effect, you're going to have to make your way back to the cause. Okay, that's all I'm doing here, all right? And what a lot of people have a problem with is they forget that they caused the effect. It's like, some people they're a victim, right? So they're so used to being a victim, they forget that, hey, you cause things too. You realize that, right? Things don't just happen to you. Anyway, so going back to the cause, let's say that you checked all this good stuff, right? Sometimes when you just have doubts and you're not sure what's going on, start at the beginning. And for me, the beginning is this. Take this off the machine, okay? Just take it off. And just put your hand over here and see if you feel suction right here. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. We're good. So now that you know that's good, your next step is then, okay, let me see if my tank, my bin is causing the problem because I'm not getting suction and you know what I mean? So you want to find out where it is. So now I want you to think about it. The suction builds up in this container and then it comes down here, okay? Comes down here in this section right here, all right? I'm gonna lift it up. And that's where that little twisty turby guy, the converter, is channeling the suction to either the floor or the hose. That's what comes here. So my next step is if I really want to see where the suction is being disrupted, okay, I'm gonna check the hose. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna see if this has suction up here, right? Okay, good. All right. Now, then I want to see, hey, is it here, right? Because I got a good suction. I'm having a problem with my suction. Where else could? At least you eliminated all of this stuff. All these guys are out the way now, okay? And then your converter, okay, let me show you. When you recline it, okay, right now your converter's open. Look, right this little section right here, see it? It's kind of open right there. You can always just test your suction. Just put a little piece of paper or something. Just feel like something's going on. And then when it hits here, and if you notice, damn, I have no suction on the floor, then you know your problem is either here or here. Okay? So this way you can eliminate a lot of your, Driving yourself crazy. Thanks, Rachel. All right. So, and lastly, right? I may need another vacuum to help me with this one. I need another vacuum to help me with this. I'm gonna show you what I mean. You need another vacuum. Okay. Okay, I got one. Because I'm gonna have to put dirt in it, and I don't want to use a customer's vacuum to put dirt in it. So I got one I can use. I got one. Give me a second. Actually, shoot, I got a Kirby, man. I should use a Kirby. I got a Kirby. All right, so let me show you what else I'm gonna do. One more thing before I leave, before we get out of here. All right, and thanks for everyone who's just coming to hang out and just, you know. All right, Virgil, you are the man. Keep doing it. Keep making it happen. Keep making it happen. All right, hold on. Okay, so let's put this guy back. I don't want to forget anybody, so let me take him off. Let's put him back real quick. I'm just gonna pop him in here and turn this around. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, and that's we get that guy back nice and tight. All right. Okay. Now, here's the next test. Inside here, when you take this guy off, ay, on you. Look at that. Nasty trash, man. All right, just kind of, okay, you see here, this is what it's supposed to look like right there. Okay, and just get a brush. May not work as good as a vacuum, but oh, someone's coming here, guys. I'm gonna have to see you later. I'm gonna have to help this lady put a Kirby belt on, and I want to make sure. So, okay, all right, don't worry. Hey, I could probably do it in front of you guys. I just don't want to get her on camera if she don't want to be on camera, kind of thing. Give me. I have a few more. All right, now watch this. Here's a brush. I try to put these lives when I know people haven't gotten used to our schedule yet. Normally open at 3:30, and I'm now opening at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm kind of pumping as many of these as I can before it gets to a point where I can't do them here. I got to always do them at the at my workshop. So take a look at what I just did. I just cleared that off, right? So you could use a vacuum. The only problem is it's all over my desk now. Okay, so you get a regular vacuum or a little canister vacuum from, maybe you have one. And if you don't have one, look, if you don't have a canister vacuum, go to my website, Monroevacuums.com. This tiny little canister. I just don't want to, man, look, give me a second. Take a look at this canister vacuum real quick. This is called, did I unplug it? Hold on, I gotta bring it over to where I'm at. All right, take a look at this bad boy. This is a Simplicity canister vacuum. Now it comes with a hose and attachments and all that stuff. I just got it in yesterday, okay? It's a tiny little guy, okay? But man, you'd be surprised, okay, at the suction that this tiny little guy has. This tiny little vacuum right here, okay? Tiny little vacuum right here. Okay, this thing, so if you need a vacuum, it's called a Simplicity, okay? Go to my website. You know what? Do I have? I'm trying to see if I have a sale set up on this. Go to my website, guys. Get one of these little Simplicity vacuum. It's something you like. And also, it's also, you know what? At the end of the day, yes, you're supporting the channel, but at the end of the day, you're getting something cool out of it. The suction is ridiculous. I love this thing. I was surprised when the guy told me, he says, Wayne, you're going to be surprised how the suction is on this little bad boy. I was like, yeah, okay, all right, whatever. And then I got it, and I was like, oh, shit. So this anyway. So now back to the canister thing I was talking about. I don't want to dirty that little guy. That's my counter. That's on my counter right there. Someone comes in, they may be interested in getting it. Get a canister vacuum, a vacuum with a canister. I'm using a Shark right now, and I just want to vacuum this section here. Okay. Okay. Just want to go through the whole thing. Okay. Might as well clean up this desk while I'm at it. All right, let me see if there's any questions out there I can answer before I go. All right, anyone have anything for you? $10. Oh, $10 for the first 100 customers. Oh, that's that's a good deal. But damn. Sorry, dude, it cost me more than that to buy these things. So I can't give that away. But I could do $10 off. How's that one? I know, right? Hey, sometimes you gotta vacuum the vacuum. But what I was trying to really do is give you a fast way, because the real way to clean this thing, honestly, you want me to show you the real way to clean it before I go? I'm gonna show you the real way to clean this. Okay? Let me show you the real way to clean it. And thank you for that. Thank you very much for that, because that is that is clever. You know, just like managing the manager, right? You know, some people got to manage their managers. All right, it is a thing. Okay, it is a thing. But let me show you the real way to clean this thing, and why I was trying to give you a shortcut, because the real way to clean it, when you want to deep clean it, you're gonna have to open this guy up. Okay. So I'm gonna get me a little box stand so I can have it high enough so you can see it at this level, because the what do you call that? The chat wording is gonna kind of cut off some of this. So I see a box right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you the real way to clean this. Okay? All right. Here we go. I got my box. I'm getting my box. All right. I got my box. Here's the box. All right, here we go. You know what's great about that? Some people don't appreciate wit. I do, and that was good. Okay. Okay, that was good. All right, here we go. So now you're gonna find these tabs. A lot of the Dysons have them. Here, and here, like that, right? So what you would do is slowly, okay, just pop it. Pop. Just like that. Don't overdo nothing, okay? If that part you can't do, see if you can come back to it, because you don't want to crack this part right here. Okay, pop. And then, even before you do that, I probably would have taken this out, but I'm gonna do it right now, okay? And the reason why you don't want to leave this in, because that spring, you can lose it, okay? I've done it before and it's not fun, okay? Because now you have to find another spring to, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pry this out. I'm gonna find one side of it. It's normally, one side is normally a little bit easier to pop out than the other. And I'm just looking at the way it's spaced out right now, and I'm just gonna go for this section right here, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna pry this out. Come on. No, actually it's the other section. That was a little bit easier. But it's out. Now it's out, okay? Now look, this is what it looks like. And be careful of this. You don't want to lose these two little guys right here. It's a tiny little spring and this guy, okay? But what I've done is I left it in there before, and I went to go wash the thing, and then I I just, all of a sudden, it was down in the sink. Now, here's the other guy. Here's the other culprit. This one is a little tough. Ooh, damn. Look at that. Yuck, yuck. Ho, ho. All that came out of the thing. This is really caked up. Now, this is what inside of these vacuum things look like. You see that? That. So you could tell my little vacuuming wasn't doing anything. Okay? The real way to clean it is to take this all apart like this. Okay? And then you can take it outside and you can run your hose and make sure you take out your filter. You know, take out your filter. You don't want to wet that unnecessarily. And you can just run your hose through this thing. But I would probably scrape the dust off first with a toothbrush or something. Okay, like this. I mean, it's caked in there. It's like, you know, it's really rough. Okay, so there it is right there. Okay, and then you wash it. Okay, part one. Let me just get this out the way for a second. And then the other part of this is you can try to bang this out, but man, this thing is so bad that if I do it, you're gonna see all that stuff just coming right out of there. Okay, so do this over a trash can or just hose it from far away, because the stuff will kind of bounce back at you if you're not careful. You don't want that. All right, because the moment the air is coming out with air and water, right, and it's like a pressure. That pressure would pow and puff of smoke will come out. So you can probably bang it out, and not too hard. You want to crack your plastic, or you can scrape it out and then hose it out. Is probably the way to go. Okay, but that's the real way to clean this thing. Okay, and then you can really go at it, because behind this mesh is kind of caked up. So you can kind of like really like with this. Let's say I'm using my little cleaner. I'll do my best to cake everything out, and then I would just go real close to it, and I'll just spray it really hard, and then I'll run my water over it, because what I did is I just broke up a lot of that stuff that was caked up and kind of clinging to the back of that plastic wall there. So I get real close, kind of slam it, almost like I'm blowing air into it, like that. And I do all of them like that. And then I run my hose over it, and then it's clean. Okay? So keep that in mind, because if you don't, what you'll end up is we're having stuff like this. You see how thick? You see how thick this is right there? So I'm assuming that this may have been wet at one point. Okay? And that's what would happen. It'll just harden like like mud. And you don't want that. So anyway, guys, I think that's it. Oh, you may want to see how to put this back together again, because there's a part of this that's kind of complicated. But man, I got a nasty mess here. Give me a second. I don't want to do it 3 times, man. Because if I show you how to put it back together again now with the time I have, I'm going to have to do it with this dirt. So if you guys are patient, I can run, watch this real quick, and bring it back just so I can show you how to put it back together again. Is anyone going to wait around for that? Do you know of anybody? Okay. I don't know if you're going to wait around for that. But let me give you the trick then. Give me a second, man. Give me a second, please. All right, give me a second. Let me do this real quick, because I want to show it to you, but this feels bad putting it back together like this. It really does. It feels like I'm not doing the right thing. Give me a second. It's real quick. Give me a second. about as good as I can get it. It's as good as I can get it with the time I have, okay? I think you guys will be proud of the work I did if you're still here. Okay. Oh, what a good deal. I got to go set something up on the site. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go see if I can get set up some kind of, I'm going to put this on sale for next couple of days. See what I can do. All right. So this is what it looks like. Now it's a little cleaner. See that? All right. I didn't get all of it back here because I was rushing. But this, you know, see, still kind of caked up. Some of it is clean, and some of it is still kind of cakey. You see that right there? That's the part I was afraid of. I didn't want to do that. Hold on. But I kind of rushed it. Let me still try to get some of this though, man. I don't want to leave it like that. Okay. All right, let me see. Ah, they got the soapy stuff in it. All right. All right, come on. Let's get this out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Out of here. Out of here. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm almost done, man. Oh, this is nasty. Let me move my box out of the way because I think I'm gonna mess the box up if I leave it up here. All right, so now this is what you're gonna do. This side needs a little help too, but I think I can I'll just wipe this down with the, I'll wipe this down with the paper towel. Okay. All righty. Okay, almost done. He said this is gonna vacuum the vacuum. Oh man. You know, think about it. If you gotta help your vacuum, the vacuum is really not doing its job, right? You know, I've seen people shampoo, right? And because they want the shampoo to sit on the carpet, I've seen guys put bricks, like big bricks on their shampooer to hold it down. I've seen guys put their feet on it and they try to shampoo like, you know, like like that. And I was like, what are you guys doing? It's like, I'm trying to scrub harder. It was like, man, I don't know, man. All right, so here's the part that's kind of complicated, all right? You ready? Okay, is this, now, if I can do this on camera properly, man, I'm gonna give myself, I'm gonna treat myself for lunch. Now, this section right here. Without holding a camera and all that stuff, it's gonna be tough for me to explain this, but I'm gonna try my best. At the end of this, all right, I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna draw it out for you. I'm gonna draw it out for you. I'm gonna draw it out for you. Okay, but you know what? It's gonna be worth your while. Okay. If someone can follow this, you're good. All right. All right. Where's my paper? Let me get a better paper. All right. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let me press on this. I'll press on my box. All right, let me explain this, and I'm gonna draw it out for you, and it's gonna make sense now. Watch. So imagine the top of this shit. Sorry. Imagine this part right here. This section right here. This section right here is very important. That little section right there, where the spring is. You see the spring up there? This little section is very important. This section at the top of the spring, it looks like this. So just imagine your spring. Okay? Imagine your spring like that. Okay? At the top of the spring is a section that looks like that. And the bottom also have the same thing, like this. They're like opposites. And what it's doing, and I haven't read the chat in a while. Oh yeah, I know, right? It looks like you again, Sydney. Thank you, man. Thank you. You have to clean the appliance that clean for you. The fact, you know what? That is true. You gotta, just like your dishwasher, unfortunately, you gotta service those things. But here we go. So this is what you do with this. So this is what it's doing. The top part of this thing. What it's doing is keeping the flap. It's keeping this flap here. See this flap? It needs to be rubbing up against this section right here like this. That's the only way it's gonna have the right position to push this down. Like this. If you don't do it, it's gonna miss it. It's just not gonna hit it. It's not gonna hit it. It's not gonna work. So it needs to be in the exact position so it can slide this and it can open up the bottom of this thing like that. That's the mechanism, right? So it needs tension. Okay, so you have to twist that spring so it pushes this way. Okay, so let me take it out so you can see what I'm talking about. Wait, where is it? Can you see it? You see it right there? That little thing I was telling you about? That's it right there. Okay? So I got to put this up in here. Okay? There's an opening underneath that has the same shape. Can you see it? All right? So I have to put it up in there. All right? I'm going to turn it. Okay? Get it connected behind this. So now when I turn it, I can move this like that. Okay? So now now you have to twist it and keep it turned all the way. Hey, oh, I knew that box was missing, man.
Oh, this box been over there since this morning. Early.
It was done this morning? Okay, they said they delivered it yesterday, but it didn't come with that other shipment. Thanks, I appreciate it, bro.
Sure.
Yes, sir. All right. So we're doing that. All right. So now I have to twist and turn this damn thing. Now there are two ways I've done this in the past. I twist it all the way until I can try to fit it up in here so it can hold in a holding spot. I kind of stuff it up in there and hold it because it's gonna have to stay in that same position when you reconnect this, and it's gonna go over that little bumpy thing right there. Now, if someone knows of an easier way, send me a link, because this frustrates me a lot, right? I get pissed off messing with this thing because I don't know, maybe I'm just being a brute about it. So I'm gonna hold this here right now. I'm gonna hold it at bay for a second. Like I said, I normally like to fit it up in here if I can. I like to fit the spring up in here, but I'm gonna stuff it up in there with another screwdriver. Twist it one more time. Twist it one more time and push it up in there because I need it out the way. Okay. So look what I did. So now it's kind of hanging up in here, that little section at the bottom, and this is slammed against the wall. Okay, so it's still, the tension is still on. So what I'm gonna do, if it works, because this may not be the way to really do it, and someone else know a better way to do it, but this is just how I'm doing it, okay? If I did my job right, I can push all this stuff back up. Okay? Then when I let this down, it should be in the right position, hopefully. And hopefully the tension is still on this thing, okay? Now, again, like I said, if you figure out a better way to do it, please share it with me or share it with the folks. Let me release this here. I probably don't even have to do nothing to it because it'll still function. You know, it'll still function like this. It's still signed up against the wall. But it's in this jacked up spot right here like this. Where is it at? You see that? It's in a jacked up spot. Which is probably not even bad anyway. Okay. But it's working. You see what I'm saying? It's pushing it down. And if I hook it up, now the next thing, I'm almost done, guys. Damn. I said I'm almost done like a half hour ago. The next thing is I'm going to reinstall this. Okay? I'm going to reinstall this little guy here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick it here. I'm going to put one side in first, and then I'll slam the other side in right after. Okay? Actually, one side has kind of a piece shaved off. So for this particular piece, this is the side I'm going to put in first, and the shaved off piece, I'll be able to slide in easier. And it snaps right in. And this guy has the tension. This guy has tension. And now when I put it on the tank and I close it, now I should be able to, if I did it right, push it down. Hold on, you got to make sure everything is damn locked in. Everything is not locked in. Give me a second, guys. Everything is not locked in. There you go. Now everybody's snapped in. All right. And then we got it. Press it again. That's it. And okay. So now that's it, guys. We are all set. I hope everybody's having a great time. And that's it. We're done. Okay? Quick tips. See you later. I got to get back to work. I got some new shipments in, new machines in that we're selling. Go to our website, see what we have available. Check out the Simplicity stuff, guys. That's what we're going to be selling now. It's going to be mainly our main shop product that we're going to be moving, and that's where we're at. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. I still have a couple of vacuums. I'm gonna clear these guys out. I have a couple of these. I'm gonna probably put them online. I'll probably put them on sale for the site. I just have a couple of little guys here, a Cirrus. I got some Hoovers, Bissells, Sharks, right? Shampooers, Revolution, stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna move those, and then that's gonna be our main product and some commercial stuff. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Stay cool. Oh, sorry.